Why is it that no matter what we're doing, we always seem to want more? As I explore that, I discover that our senses are pretty much never satisfied. It's like eating food. You're sitting down. Can you have 2 potato chips? Or do you want more? See, the senses are never satisfied. It's about that feeling of walking on the beach, the cool breeze against your skin, your feet touching the ocean water. You want more. The senses are never satisfied. And when we understand that, we realize that we have the ability, if we choose, that we can manage our senses. We don't have to let them consume us. The one thing that I get is that what I truly desire the most, and I've committed to, is a daily meditation practice. And once I get into my meditation practice, I don't desire for anything. I'm there. I'm present. I've shut down my senses to my greatest possibility. Ergo, guess what? I don't miss anything. That's the beauty of it. I'm not missing anything in my oneness. Think about that. In meditation, you're accepting what is. You're not judging it. Senses, what are we doing? We're judging against what did we have here and there, that time, this time with that. Our senses control us. They control my puppy, Nikki Lou. She's about an 8-month-old little yellow lab puppy. You could put down a 20-pound bag of food, and you think after about a bowl, she would stop. She wouldn't stop. She would keep going. She doesn't have control of her senses. And this is what you find with humans. Think about this. They'll have a glass of wine. I've been there, I've done it. Had drinks, beers, hard liquor. You keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going, because you think there's got to be a greater sensation, a greater sensation, a greater sensation. Our senses and our feeling of incomplete is really what causes us to have addictions. And addictions come when we start judging that we don't have enough. Well, what's enough? Who's the master of determining that? Are you going to let your senses be your master? Or are you going to be the master? Are you going to determine? See, I've come to a point in my life where I think it's a balance. It's a balance of meditation and knowing wholeness, knowing my allness, my completeness, my oneness with all that is, and the ability to fully experience the senses in all aspects of life. That's like right now I'm looking at a sensory experience. I'm looking at going on a tour of Greece, a cruise. I want to get as much in, and I think a cruise would be the initial first step to that. And so when I'm looking at it, I'm looking at what are the sensations I want to experience. And I think I'm going to go with a small cruise ship, about 800 people, because I want the ability to be able to get into ports that larger ships can't get into and have an experience. And I want to make sure that I have the ability to have time for me. Time for me to be in wholeness. Every cruise, I've only been on 2 cruises so far. Every cruise, guess what? I meditate twice a day, but then I fully experience everything. But I don't let my senses control my experience. I do have sensory experiences, whether it be on tours, whether it be the local cuisine, whether it be just sitting on the deck enjoying a nice cup of coffee. Just so many wonderful things to do it. I love being on an elliptical looking out at the ocean. Oh my God, How wonderful is that? I know that may not turn you on, but it's me. I believe the key to a fulfilling life is a balanced life, a life balanced with senses and a life balanced with a sense of wholeness, getting into the spiritual aspect of who you are and living from that. I don't believe that life should be in a cave meditating all the time. Why would we have a body? Why would we have senses? I think it's about finding the balance. So the question I ask you, are you balanced? Or are the senses running your life? Something to think about. Know that you're loved. Every day I'm going to come at you with a new message. Why? I love doing this. This is something that gives me great joy being with you. So with that, my beautiful ones, if you like it, hit the subscribe button, hit the chat button, go to agapespiritualcenter.com and find out all the ways that you can plug in. We're pretty much a virtual community with the exception of Sundays where we do an in-person service, but I always have one online as well because I realize that agape does not know boundaries. We are in the ethers, and that's a great place to meet, as we are right now. Much love and aloha to all of you beautiful souls. Till next time.